Hi everybody and welcome to my first YouTube video. Today I'm going to be showing you my favorite and least favorite records. Let's just jump right into it. Okay, so first up for favorites, we have Beach Boys Today. Beach Boys Today, I think, was released in, I think it was 65. Brian really started to become he was really starting to know what he wanted to write in music. I really love this album. So next up is the Monkees' first album. Especially for being their first album, this album is really good. Definitely if you want to buy a Monkees record, I would recommend this one. I think this is the first Monkees album I actually got from them, and I loved it immediately. It's really good. Next up is Sunflower by the Beach Boys. I absolutely love this album. I got it not too long ago, along with 2020, which is coming up. I haven't listened to them before I got the records, but it's just so good, and the album is so pretty too. So next up is ELO, A New World record. I really love this album. I actually haven't listened to ELO as much as the other ones, like the Monkees and the Beatles and the Beach Boys, but I definitely am starting to listen to them a lot more. They have really good songs, and Carl Wilson of the Beach Boys loved ELO, so it's another reason to like them. They have really good stuff, and this is a good first album to get to. As a kid, I really liked Tightrope. That was my favorite song. So next up we have Magical Mystery Tour. I actually used to not like this album when I was really into the Beatles, but it is really good. It's so creative, like every single song has something so unique about it. Like there's no duds on this album at all. I love Magical Mystery Tour so much. Your Mother Should Know has always been a favorite of mine. Of course I had to add Beach Boys' Pet Sounds to this. How can you not? It is the basic favorite to have, but you know, it's everybody's favorite for a good reason. This album is so good. I would honestly probably say it's the best Beach Boys album, but I'm not sure if that's right or not, because the Beach Boys have a lot of good songs and a lot of good albums. Like, I don't think there's an album that I really don't like. I hate this album so much. Well, it's produced by Brian Wilson and written musically, and it's just his album, and I really love it. It's so unique, and I just love Pet Sounds so much. Alright, Pisces, Aquarius, Capricorn, and Jones by the Monkees used to be my favorite album by them, probably because when I was obsessed with Mike Nesmith, there was a lot of really good Mike songs on here, like Don't Call on Me, What Am I Doing Hanging Around, Salesman, Door in the Summer is really cute, and also, of course, everything else on this, Words is a really good song, so it's Cuddly Toy, Love's Only Sleeping, Pleasant Valley Sunday, Daily Nightly, Star Collector. We ran out of things to say about albums. We're nearing the end of this pile, but I absolutely love 2020. I used to only know Do It Again and I Can Hear Music, but it's all so good. Some of my favorites. Right now I really love Time to Get Alone and Be With Me and Bluebirds Over the Mountain, but also I Went to Sleep, The Nearest Faraway Place, and of course they have Our Prayer and Cabin Essence, which were on Smile because Smile was never released. Well, wasn't released back then. It was released in 2011, but yeah, this album, this is probably my favorite Beach Boys album at the moment. It's so good. And last but not least, we have Michael Nesmith's The Salute. Forgot what the name of it was. This album has gotten me through a lot. Last summer, Silver Moon was like my anthem for a while. Silver Moon was the song I first listened to when I got into Mike, so this album will definitely always have a special place in my heart. It's very good. Silver Moon, Lady of the Valley, and Thanks for the Ride are like the three strongest songs on this album. It's a great album. Okay, so now I have some honorable mentions for favorites, which is kind of a big pile. So, this, if you haven't noticed, this is Sign. It was something. The first 4 songs on this album are kind of like a medley in itself. It's like not quite a medley, but like you'll see what I mean if you listen to it. It's really good. I love this album so much. The next honorable mention is this album by Mike again. I won't talk for too much about this, but Nevada Fighter is also really good. It took me a while to listen to this one. I only listened to it after I saw Mike live, so I was kind of confused when he played Nevada Fighter, the song, live. But it's okay. This album is really good. So, Smile, My Baby. This is the album that got me into the Beach Boys in the first place. I listened to them quite a lot, but then when I finally decided to listen to Smile, I was like, Yeah, this completely blew my mind. It's great. On the inside, there's a really cute picture of all of them. It's adorable. Love it. I'm not like a die-hard fan for Smile like I used to be, but it's still a really good album, even though it was never finished. Okay, so this isn't really an album, but I listen to this quite a lot. It's a Mamas and Papas 20 Golden Hits. I really want to get more into the Mamas and Papas. This is a compilation album, but I have California Dreamin' on repeat, which I guess is the basic song, but really good. Okay, so this actually is one of the albums that's on repeat for me. I usually personally don't listen to albums fully unless it's on vinyl, but even like when I'm just like driving somewhere, I love listening to this. This is Carl Wilson's solo album from 1978. It's really, really good. It takes a little bit to get used to it. This kind of music isn't usually the stuff that I listen to, but it's really, really, really good. All of these songs are so good, especially Heaven. Heaven I actually grew up listening to, so it means a lot to me. Last for honorable mentions is Sgt. Pepper's. This was the first Beatles album that I ever got. There's not one bad song on this. It's all really, really good. I don't listen to this as much as I used to, but it definitely still deserves a spot on here. Now for my least favorite vinyls. So first up, I used to love this album so much, but since I got more into the Beach Boys and less into the Monkees, some of the songs on this are like, what? I think my favorite song on this that is really good is Mommy and Daddy. It's edgy. It's like, I don't know, there's just something about that song that's really good. Everything else is kind of bad, especially Ladies' Aid Society.
With Ladies' Aid Society, and we're in.
Yeah. So, Head. This album is really good, but I wouldn't even call them fillers. It's just noise.
They're coming! They're coming!
Go ahead.
And it's kind of scary. Yeah, this album, it's just like, you know, it has really, really good songs on it, like the Porpoise song and Circle Sky I also really love, but it's just like, when you put like the other stuff in it, it's just like, Smiley Smile. I hate this album so much. There are a few good songs on this, like Heroes and Villains, Little Pad, Good Vibrations, With Me Tonight, but everything else on this album is so bad. Well, maybe not Full Perspective in Winter is still not one of my favorites. She's Going Bald, I guess. Like, it's on my playlist, I listen to it, but like, the last time I tried to record this, like a month ago, I described it very well, so take it away, Pasmel. I don't like this album. So, if you know the story of Smile, then you should also know that Smiley Smile was, when Smile was cancelled, they had limited time to get another album ready, so this is the result of that, and it shows.
From my window, those are
Carl's singing in With Me Tonight.
for sure you're with me.
Bye. It's too good, we don't deserve him. Alright, so LA. I have not listened to this album as much as I should, but from the few times that I've listened to it, it's just like, there's nothing special about it. Good Timin' and Baby Blue are very, very good songs that I listen to quite frequently. But the rest of this, especially Here Comes the Night. Here Comes the Night is actually a really good song on Wild Honey that I really like. But they were like, hey, what if we redid it, but we made it 14 minutes and disco-y. So that's what this is, and I don't like it. Alright, so for the last one on this list, we have Surfin' Safari, which I was debating on whether or not I should put this in here, but I ended up doing it. I barely listened to this, because it's just like, it's the Beach Boys' first album, which is why it's not the greatest, but I don't know, it's just like, Surfin' Safari is really good, it's a very good quality song, but the rest of them are just kind of like early 60s meh, you know? Early 60s meh is what this is. So that concludes the stuff for this video. Thank you guys so much for watching. This is my first YouTube video. I actually have something coming up. I'm redoing my room and I made that into a YouTube video. Be sure to look out for that. Also, I have some fashion videos that I love to do coming up. So yeah, thank you guys so much for watching this video. Leave a like, comment whatever you want. I don't care. I'll look at the comments. If you're a Cornflake ganger, if you're here because you follow my Instagram account Sitting on a Cornflake, thank you guys so much for the support. It means a lot to me. It really does. So you can follow my Beach Boys fan account, Sitting on a Cornflake, which I also post Beatles and Monkeys occasionally on there. And you can also follow Here She Comes, which is my personal. And yeah, I guess that's it. Make sure to subscribe. I'll see you guys next time.